All right, part 2 of my video to brother Art Benaca, where and the name of the video is Why They Choose Bombs. And I'm getting to my next point, where Mr. Benaca, we were having a discussion, and he wanted to know my thoughts on it. And Mr. Benaca says she would rather be the queen of the slum than a servant in paradise. But I see, this is what I say. I don't look at it like that. You know, I look at it like the man is providing her protection. Getting her out of the hood is providing protection. You know, she can stay in the hood if she wants to. If she wants to be ghetto, stay in the ghetto, that's fine with me. Or stay in the hood, that's fine with me. But that man should be lauded for his protection, for getting her out of that situation that she was in. She should be very grateful to him for that. Now, if she doesn't want to be, she want to stay in the hood. I mean, I don't see any reason why she shouldn't be made to stay in the hood. It's a tough thing to say, but you know, I think it's true. You know, if she's too ghetto and she wants to stay in the hood, she wants to be the queen of the hood, which a lot of women do. The hood is matriarchal. Make no mistake about it. The hood is matriarchal. Okay? It is controlled and dominated by women. I know you see a lot of men shooting up and doing a lot of things, but for the most part, the reason they doing all this shooting and killing and shit like that, you can trace most of all that shit back to some big butt heifer somewhere down the line. You could trace it all. You could damn near trace it all back. I know that's a controversial, fucked up statement, but you could trace it. You could trace most of that carnage and shit back to some big butt heifer. You know, we all know that there's a lot of thirsty brothers. I hate to say that. There's thirsty men in every race, but there's a lot of thirsty black men. It just is. It just is, man. I'm telling you. I've seen it. I reiterated this point. You know, Stephen Rose said this when we talked. I ain't had no problem with it because I see a lot of it. Now they won't talk about the thirsty Mexican men. I see them all the time. But we talk about black men in this particular instance. I'll get on that in another video. But yeah, brothers are thirsty, man. I'm sorry. All right. You said 2 things may happen if you get a big booty Brenda, and I really want to hit this point. You were talking about if big booty Brenda, let's say big booty Brenda, she's a hood chick, right? And she finds a brother, good brother. He can get her out of the hood, you know, and all that good stuff, and get her in a nice environment. Probably a good place where you can probably raise kids and have a good family life or something like that. Well, Mr. Benaca says that she runs 2 risks if she does that. He said you may dump her for another classy woman, a woman that's already ready-made, classy already. You ain't really got to teach her nothing. She ain't got to go to charm school, no shit like that. It's automatically ingrained in her. And hold on a second. Okay, I'm back. And I thought I heard some noises outside. You know, I didn't know what was going on. So, you know, the brother had to go, you know, strap up in this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? I live in a good neighborhood, but, you know, I don't ever know. Sometimes I be hearing noises and shit. So, you know, I had to get something close to me. But, all right. You said this, you may dump her for another classic woman. Or you might be attracted to, she might not be attractive anymore. Well, you know, that's the risk that any woman takes when she gets with a guy. Sorry. She gets with a high desirable guy. She gets with a guy that's 6'5" and rock hard abs, and she may lose him to the next big booty Brenda. You know what I'm saying? Or a woman may, I mean, it happens all the time. Men do too. Men get into situations where they get a fairly they score a woman that's fairly attractive, probably over his attractive levelness that he's used to getting, and the thing is, she can get a better deal. She can monkey branch and get a better deal if she's attractive enough, and it happens all the time. That's just a risk that you take. You have to know risk. It happens. You may do it. Maybe she'll learn a lesson on how to, maybe she'll stick in that category and try to pick a good dude, another good dude. I mean, who knows? I'm not saying that she deserves that. I'm just saying it's a risk that she takes. It's a risk that anybody takes when you're talking about high value men. Okay, now, I mean, anybody could get that. Can happen to anybody. That can happen to a man, woman. It can happen. It sucks. It's a risk that you take. But it is what it is. All right. Now, what I do like about this video, you do point out that it does not make sense for a woman, no matter what, to choose an ain't shit nigga. And that's my point. That's my whole point. There is just no excuse, none whatsoever, for black women especially not to be choosing good guys. I mean, I'm talking about guys that want to be fathers, guys that want to do things the right way. I've already quoted the Centers for the CDC study that said that black fathers were the best fathers of all fathers in America. 51% of black men don't have children. I've been through these numbers where we pointed out that most of these women are having sex and reproducing with some of the worst black men. A lot of black men have multiple children with multiple women. Some good. Some of those fathers are good fathers because, like I said, you could go back and quote the CDC study. But if you go back, it's a small percentage of guys that are getting a pretty decent, that are causing the problems that we see now. There's a black men in prison who have children. And the question nobody ever asked these questions. This is why I asked Stephen Rose when I talked to him, when I asked him when he said that he got black women back, and I asked him, why come you don't ever ask black women this? You see what I'm saying? And I ride his ass hard for that. And I stand behind that. And every chance I get, if he brings it up again, I'll ride his ass again. I mean, I don't hate him or anything like that, but I'm gonna ask him about that. And he got sticklers with him on me. We ask each other questions, we press each other hard. But I press him hard on that because I want to know, why are you not on that issue like a pit bull? These issues that I bring up. I mean, he does say that they're wrong when I point them out. He does say that they're wrong. But what I'm saying is, since you're an advocate for black women, why are you not on these issues that, like, brothers like me point out, like a pit bull on a pot roast? You can't just uplift and uplift and uplift and uplift and uplift and uplift and uplift without saying, hey, these are real problems that these guys are bringing up. Why are you not? There's absolutely no excuse for black women not to be choosing good, decent fathers for their children. Good men. There's no excuse for it. It just isn't. It just isn't. There's no excuse for women to be out fucking with Razor Ramon, as Stephen Rose would say, or Pookie and Ray Ray, or just any old body having kids with, like I discussed earlier in the video with CNG that got pregnant. It's right on her line. All you gotta do is look it up. It's all over the place. Everybody's talking about it. She got pregnant by a guy that's online. His name is Robert Perkins. But his handle name is the nigga with the tattoos. Robert Perkins. Seemed to be a good guy to me, but he has 4 baby mamas, 5 kids, and this will be number 6. Now he has 5 baby mamas and 6 kids. Why did you choose to get pregnant by a guy like that? There are plenty of good fathers out here. There are plenty of good black men out here. There are plenty of black men that make money. The family studies. What is it? 2.5 million black men are in the middle or upper middle class. Let me look this up real quick so I can get the exact reference so you can look this up. There's just no excuse, man. There's no excuse for black women not to choose good black men. The Institute for Family Studies. Institute for Family Studies. Here it is right here. Institute for Family Studies. 2.5 million black men are in the upper middle class. Okay? It goes over what were the criteria. Most of them went to the military. They go to church. They have, I believe when they mention church, I believe they're not saying the reason why they go to church. I think they're talking about a strong moral code. There were just different, like, had fathers. They wasn't running around here with a baby mama, just baby mama, and they don't know, have a male figure in their life. Look it up, man. There's just no excuse. There's no excuse for this. I'm sorry. There's just not. There's no excuse for women picking these type of men, except for that's just what they want to do. And that's the point that I made before in my other video when I talked about it. Black women are doing exactly what they want to do. Okay? They can date outside their race. Nobody says shit. They can fuck a thug. And whelp a bastard with them. Nobody says shit. Look at Sierra and Russell Wilson and Future. Look at that situation. When you look at that situation, that's what black women want black men to do. You know what I'm saying? They want to go out and fuck a thug like Future, get pregnant with him, and then turn around and go get a Russell Wilson, well-spoken, in any other circumstance would be considered a lame. But since he married Sierra, who's a beautiful woman, that's why she got away with that. She's a very beautiful woman. That's the reason why she got away with it. And she had a baby with Future, and he turned around, married her, and now he's raising Future kids. Now, I know we're speaking to people who, where finances are not an issue to these people. They're worth millions and millions of dollars. But these are the people that black women look up to and say, see, look, Russell Wilson did it, so you should be able to do it. I ain't doing shit. I ain't doing that. Russell Wilson, in my eyes, is a pure #1 simp. I'll never do that. But no, let me not get carried away. That's my view. My view is there's no excuse for that. There's no excuse for that sort of behavior. And I'm lenient. I say if you want to fuck a guy like that, go ahead, but protect yourself. Don't have children with him. And when you start looking for a husband, that's a totally different thing. You know what I'm saying? You can't walk up to a guy that kept his nose clean his whole life with a bunch of fucking kids. Because the argument that they don't want to clean themselves up is bullshit. Because they know where to find the good guys, and they can't distinguish from the good guy from this guy or all this old shit. They know where to find the good guys when the party is over. Ask Sierra. Sierra knew exactly where to find Russell Wilson when she realized I fucked up. Now let me go get the lane. But unfortunately, most guys nowadays ain't going for that. These women know where to find the lames when the goddamn party is over and when it's time to pay the bill. They know exactly where to go find these guys. I don't want to hear that shit about I can't find the guy where all the good guys at. They know exactly where they are. They know exactly where they are. So, all right, Mr. Benaca, I'm going to go ahead and knock this video out. And I'll holler at you later, man. Thanks for the video idea. I really liked the back and forth. You can leave your comments in the comment section. And we'll talk about it, man. I'll talk to you later.